Hi everyone, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. If you are watching for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to watch latest videos of fashions and trends. Also tap the bell button for future notifications so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Appreciated for subscribing. Hi friends, in this video I'll show you the straight cut pants specially designed with the brocade for the contemporary stylish appeal. These type of patterns are very much trending right now. This pattern is specially designed as the part of 𝐬𝐻 series. Wanna look stylish? Try this designer brocade straight cut pants to leave the signature of this stylish appeal. So let's quickly start with this project. I would be showing adult small size using this multicolored brocade of 2 meters. The shimmery gold thread will enhance the design on the pattern and really gives the grand look. For the front panel, I would be using 1 meter in widthwise and lengthwise it's approximately 43 inches. Now I would be taking 1 meter in widthwise and folding towards wrong side, and you can see the measurements of the adult small size here. The total length required is 40 inches, so marking the same 40 inches on this. On 40 inches in length, I'm marking the straight line here. The length would be measured from the waistline to the ankle length. Now from the open ends, I'm marking 1.5 inches. This is extra for the seaming allowance. Extend that 1.5 inches till the bottom hemline. I'm working on 1 meter fabric that is folded into 2 layers. The remaining 1 meter I kept away for the back panel. Now from the marked line, we have to mark the crouch area. The crouch for the small size is 10 inches. And medium to large is 10.5 to 11 inches and large to XL is 11.5 inches. So now I'm marking 10 inches on this line. Now we have to take hip length, which is of 38 inches, divide by 4 because we are working on 4 layers. We'll get 9.5 inches and adding half an inch for the ease, so 10 inches I have to mark on this line. From that point again we'll mark the crouch area, which is of 10 inches, and we'll make the box shape connecting the points. Now from this point mark 2 inches away and connect with the curved line like this. This is how we'll mark for the crouch area. Now mark the midpoint, which is of 5 inches here. Do the same on the top line also. Mark the midpoint and extend that point till the bottom hemline. I've given the midpoints. Now I'd be marking the straight line. Now extend the bottom line and give 2 inches for the seaming allowance. Now you can see here the required length will become 38 inches and this 2 inches for the seaming allowance of the bottom hemline. And on the hip line we'll join for the belt of 2 inches and total it will become 40 inches, which is our required length. Now we'll mark the ankle length. Half of the ankle length is 5 inches. Either sides from the center point it would be of 2.5 inches. Total is 5 inches. Now from this point to the bottom hemline, mark the midpoint. Here we'll mark our knee length. So knee round length is 12 inches. Half of the knee round is 6 inches. So placing the tape on the center like this, on either sides it would be of 3 inches. Total ankle length is 6 inches. Now we'll use the hip curve to join these points from the crouch to the knee point and from knee to ankle point. Place it like this and mark it. Again join the points from knee length to ankle length. The same way we'll join to another side also, from this point to knee point. And from knee to ankle length. Also mark the seaming allowances of 1 inch. From the crouch to the hip length, mark 1/4 inch for the seaming allowance. Now we'll mark the darts. On this midpoint, mark 4 inches and mark 1/2 inch on either sides of that midpoint and join that point. Like this we have to give the darts on the 4 panels. Now start trimming on the marked lines. And I'm done with the cutting of the front panel. This is how it looks. Now we'll mark for the back panel. Fold this 1 meter fabric into 2 layers. I lay the front panel on this and transform the same measurements. On the bottom hemline, mark the original length. This is very much required for marking of the back panel. Also mark this crotch line because we have to extend for the back panel. Mark for 3 inches away from this crotch area, and on the hip line, mark for 1.5 inches and extend with the straight line. Now connect the 2 points with the curved line like this. Now from this point, I'll extend 1 inch to the top of the hip line. Now from the new drew line, connect it with the slanting line. I think you can clearly see the shape of this. Now measure the new hip length, which is of 12 inches. Mark the midpoint on 6 inches. Now on this midpoint, we'll mark the dart of 4 inches. Either sides on that line, mark 1/2 inch and connect that point. This would be our back darts. Now from new crotch area to the bottom hemline point, we'll connect with the curved line using the hip curve to join the points. If your measurements is perfectly marked, then you can create the designer garments easily. Now also mark the seaming allowance of 1 inch. Quarter inch on the crotch area, and other side seaming allowance is not required because we have already joined the seaming allowance for the front panel. Now start trimming on the marked lines. For the easy draping, we are considering hip length as the waist length, because if we take the waist length, we cannot wear it easily, but we'll mark the hip measurements as the waist measurements to create this type of patterns. Now for the waistband, 10 inches is the hip length and 1 more inch I am adding on the 4 layers. Now let's quickly start with the sewing. Firstly, we will join the crotches of front and back separately. Placing the front 2 panels right on right, join it together. Now I'll be joining the back panel crotch area, placing it right on right, join it. See, if your marking and cutting is perfect, then you get the perfect alignment like this. Now I'll sew this darts on the 4 panels. This darts is optional. To define the perfect shape of the hip line, we have to give the darts. Now you can clearly see here I've given the darts on the 4 panels. Now align both front and back panels. Placing it right on right, we'll join the sides from the hip line to the ankle line. With 1 inch seaming allowance, start sewing. See, I've joined the front and back panel. This is how it looks. The alignment is perfectly done. The same way I'll join another side. Now I'll conceal the bottom hem line. Double folding 1 inch towards in, give the top stitch. I sewed and concealed the ankle line. Now I'll join the crotch areas of front and back, aligning both together. You can join from the center to the bottom hem line, but my cutting is perfect, so I'm sewing from the ankle to the crotch area, then again from the crotch area to the ankle of another side. If you clearly notice here, the crotch of front and back should overlap like this. If your cuttings is perfect, you'll get the perfect alignment. Sometimes it may mismatches, so at that time you have to join from the crotch area to the ankle length. Ensure both the crotches of front and back should align. Now if you see here the center of the crotch, how perfectly it's been done. Now I'll join the belt. Firstly, I'll join in the center of this belt. Place the center of the belt on the center back, aligning both together. start joining these two. Reaching at the end point before 1 inch, lock it. Also join another side in the same way from the center back, aligning with the waist belt. Now I have reached another side, also leaving 1 inch before, lock it. Because we have to join these two strips of the belt, hold the two strips raw just like this and join, giving a stitch line here. Now you can see here how perfectly the belt is assembled with the hip line. Trim off the extras, join the leftover 1 inch. Now fold half an inch in like this and overlap on the seaming allowances of the hip line and start sewing on this fold. Ensure the casing gap should be of 1 inch because my elastic length is 1 inch. Pair this brocade straight cut with maxi long slit patterns or the straight cut floor length kurtis or kameez. Before reaching to another end, leave the gap of 2 inches for threading the elastic. The most frequent question asked is that how much should we take the elastic? So please note that we have to consider the waist length minus 2 inches. Here my waist length is 27 inches, subtracting with 2. So 25 inches I would be taking the elastic length. So on the garment I took the hip length and on elastic the waist length for easy draping and will perfectly settle on the waistline. Threading the elastic, securing with the pin. Reaching to another end, overlap it by 1 inch and give this stitch. The royalty and the comfy of the brocade will enhance your beauty. Insert the elastic in and conceal the 2 inches gap, and I am done with this designer piece, and the final lookout is here. See how beautifully it's been designed. Isn't it looking gorgeous? With the perfect fittings, clean and nice finishing. Following the instructions in the video, marking your measurements, you can create for any ages. Created this designer piece for the occasion of the Eid. Wanna dedicate this to you all. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you really like this video, please try, like and share. Also leave your valuable suggestions and recommendations. For the latest updates, do follow me in my social media, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. This is Radha signing off. Meet you friends with another interesting video. Bye for now.